Alright, what is going on, Coug Nation? Thanks again for checking out my channel here at Cougar Power. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and subscribe here if you haven't done so already. And let's just jump right into it. So I wanted to share something with y'all that I just found while going around on Twitter that I found kind of funny, kind of amusing, but also at the same time it was kind of annoying. And it ties back to Hugh Freeze resigning from Ole Miss. Now, hold on a second. This isn't about Ole Miss. This is supposed to be a Houston Cougars channel, right? Well, I'm going to get back to that in a second. As all y'all probably know, Hugh Freeze was the head coach of Ole Miss, and he just resigned from a head coaching job after all these allegations were being thrown at him about him calling an escort service and lots of reports about disorderly conduct, all kinds of things. So he resigned, and it's been a really big thing. It's been going around on Twitter. It's been blowing up online. If you haven't heard about it, just Google it. I'll guarantee you'll find lots of articles about it, and you can read up on it because it's a really big thing. So, obviously, after Hugh Freeze resigned, the staff started looking for a new head coach to take the job. And for now, they've decided to stick with Matt Luke as the interim head coach, who was already a coach on staff. But lots of people aren't really satisfied with Matt Luke. Lots of Ole Miss people, they would rather have a more solid head coach to be there for the long run. And a couple websites have put together some lists of who they think will be the best head coach for Ole Miss in the upcoming years. And guess who was on that list? Just take a wild guess. Yep, that's right, Major Applewhite. Now, when I first saw these articles that were considering Major Applewhite to be Ole Miss's next head coach, I kind of laughed. I didn't really care about it that much at first. I took it as a joke, possibly. But now that I think about it, Major Applewhite hasn't even coached a single game as head coach yet, and they're already looking at him. Well, why is that? Why will Ole Miss already want Major Applewhite as their potential new head coach, even though he hasn't coached in a single game yet? Well, it's actually kind of a sad reason for us Coug fans, but it's actually pretty simple. Basically, in my opinion at least, the rest of the college football world, they see us as a program to just come in and take our head coaches. It's happened 3 times already, with Art Briles, then Kevin Sumlin, and most recently Tom Herman. Houston, in the eyes of lots of other programs in college football, is basically seen as just a stepping stone for head coaches to get notoriety for a little bit, and once they get that notoriety, Power 5 schools come in and take them. You know, I'm tired of it happening. It's already happened 3 times, and basically how I see it, Ole Miss is trying to get first dibs on Major Applewhite in case he does good. It's a harsh reality, but I mean, it's true. I mean, come on, man. He hasn't even coached a single game as head coach, and you're already looking at him for, your head coaching job. It's really annoying because it's happened 3 times already with our rising head coaches, and I just don't want it to happen again. I want to have a good, consistent head coach for multiple years at a time so we can see consistent success. I don't want us to get bought out by another Power 5 school ever again. Now, personally, I don't see Major Applewhite leaving even if they offer him lots of money to go and coach at Ole Miss. I just don't see him doing that. I think he's a much more committed guy than Tom Herman was and all the other coaches. I hope that's the case. You can't know for sure. But personally, I don't see him leaving. I especially like how on this Longhorns article they put a picture of Major Applewhite wearing a Longhorns cap. I mean, how old has that got to be? 3 or 4 years old? I mean, he's been our offensive coordinator for 2 years. And y'all can't even find a picture of him wearing the Cougars cap? I mean, come on, Texas. You ought to be that self-centered. Gotta see those Longhorns logos on everything, I guess. Classic Longhorns. Anyways, I think that's about it for the video. That was just something I wanted to share with y'all, my personal thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and go Cougs.